Types of sampling error. There are mainly two types are there. One is called biased error. Second is called unbiased errors. What do you mean by biased errors? The word itself it says isn't biased. By knowingly the researcher do some mistakes. That's called biased errors. It occurs due to bias in selection or sample size estimation or any other sampling process steps. So selection itself, if it is biased, then we'll get the differences between the population and sample. For example, I want to see how effective a class. When I select a sample, I want my class should be so effective. So what I am going to do, if I select the students who are usually performing well in the class, out of 50 students, if I select 10 students who are performing well and I am taking them as a sample. So ultimately what will happen? The output also is going to be good because the student itself they are performing well. So this is selection in bias. Next, estimation. So sample size estimation, in that also, if we estimate the sample size the way we require based on the convenience of the researcher and availability of money and all other factors, if we estimate the sample size in a biased way, that also one of the types of sampling error. So these errors are otherwise called as cumulative error or non-compensating errors, because we can't able to compensate these errors and it will be add on to the overall research process. Why we are saying it is non-compensating error? Because by increasing the sample size will not reduce this error. Even the largest sample size will not reduce this type of error. So this type of errors are called as biased errors. So it's mainly occurs due to bias in selection, bias in estimation, and some other sampling process. It is otherwise called as cumulative error or non-compensating error because these errors will not be reduced even if we increase the sample size also. Next, we'll move on to next type of error, that is unbiased errors. So here the word itself is unbiased. This error occurs because of the chance difference between the members who are all included in the sample and members who are not included. It is not because of the selection process. It is the chance factor because we can't able to take everybody as a sample. Somebody should be taken, somebody should be left out. So that difference also will be there. That kind of error is called as unbiased errors. In this case, if we increase the sample size, this error can be reduced. So the number of people included will be more, number of people excluded will be less. So the error will be automatically reduces. Whereas in biased error, even the higher sample size will not reduce this biased errors. In unbiased error, sample size if we increase, there is a chance of reducing this unbiased errors.